Hey guys, today I'll be teaching you how to consistently beat Lake of Shadows in less than 20 minutes. This video guide will cover all the skips, cheeses, and safe spots that you can use to make this Grandmaster feel like a strike. I will also explain exactly why sometimes the Tormentor Skip doesn't work and why sometimes it does. Loadout wise, you literally just bring your favorite solar build with Polaris Lance and Ember of Ashes. This alone is more than enough to make this Grandmaster feel like a joke. The first area of the Grandmaster is really simple, so I am not going to go too in-depth in here. You pretty much just stay back and gradually kill the spawning enemies. Don't be afraid to spam your heavy ammo early, since you won't need it when you get to the bosses. Fast forward to the first boss, and here you have 3 safe options. The first one is to drop down here into the water, where you will be able to shoot the boss without any issues. The witches will come here from time to time, so be aware of that. With this spot, you have to be careful, because if you come here alone and somehow die, then your teammates won't be able to pick you up. Another issue with this spot is that if you come alone, then the boss will keep aggro on your teammates, therefore you won't be able to shoot it. The second option is to climb up on this balcony, where the boss most of the time won't be able to shoot you back. This option is nice, however, once again, sometimes the boss will be stuck on the right side because of your teammates, so you won't be able to even shoot it back. The third option is what I use most of the time when I am playing with a team. You will use this boss as cover and shoot the boss from different angles. As long as you stay close to the wall and barrier, you won't take any tick damage from the infested ground. Ideally, you also have a teammate on the right side grabbing the boss's attention so you can freely shoot him. As soon as the boss becomes immune, go ahead shoot the immunity balls from right behind the boss or any other angle of your choice. After that, continue chipping down the boss. This time he will shoot those huge balls flying at you, but they are very easy to destroy. Moving forward, we have the bridge with the annoying Threshers that get so many people killed. There is 2 ways to deal with them. The first one simply involves shooting a rocket or 2 at them. Rockets deal very good amounts of damage against Threshers, so make sure that you have at least 2 rockets saved up for this section. The second method is to actually despawn them, and you can do that by killing the Centurion guard at the back of the bridge. So grab your Polaris Lance or even a rocket and get rid of him. Once you clean up the enemies, this next skip is very important because it's going to save you so much time. So I would always recommend at least one person do it so they can pull the rest of your team. If you want to do this Tormentor Skip, then it's very important that no one goes through the tunnel, because if you do, then you will lose platinum and get less rewards at the end. One final thing to keep in mind is that there seems to be a kill barrier here when doing lower difficulty nightfalls, and for some reason the kill barrier is missing when doing Grandmasters. That's why the skip works in Grandmasters, but then it stops working in lower difficulty nightfalls. If you've been dying here, that is probably why. There is a few ways to do the skip. On Hunter and some Titans, you can climb up on this platform and then start running on the ledge. To avoid dying to the timer, you can drop down a tiny bit to slightly reset the timer. Once you get to the walls of the arena, there is a safe spot here where you can chill for a second or 2 before making the big jump up the arena. Once you get here, if you want to pull your allies, you have to first defeat the enemies and then walk towards the tunnel where you usually come from after killing the Tormentor. This will pull your allies to the arena. All you have to do is just revive them. The second method involves a solar warlock with heat rises. Consume your grenade and glide alongside this wall. After that, do the same thing that I've mentioned in the first method. The third and last method involves using the Strand subclass with grapple. Just like with the other 2, go ahead and grapple towards the ledge and then jump to the arena. Once you're all here, if you plan on cheesing the boss by jumping up to the roof, then there's also 3 methods to do this. The most common method is to jump up to this ledge and then onto the metal piece hanging from the roof. Heat rises on Warlock helps tremendously when doing this. Hunters and Titans have it slightly tougher, but they can still do it. After that, simply jump up to the roof and walk to the cheese spot. The second method involves jumping to the same ledge, but this time we are going to grab the rock that's right above us. This requires a pretty big jump. However, I've done this on really low mobility, so it's definitely doable on all classes. After your character mantles and you're on top of the rock, jump out slightly to once again land on the roof, and then quickly run towards the cheese spot. The third and final method involves using Strand, and it's a really simple one. All you have to do is jump as high as you can before grappling straight to the cheese spot. You can also land on these pipes and then jump to the actual spot. If you can't do it from the ground, then you can always jump up to the ledge and then grapple from there. Once you or your entire team is here, you can go ahead and start shooting at the boss. Do be careful because the knights that shoot fire can still hit you up here and easily wipe your entire team if you guys are standing next to each other. So I would suggest having a well for safety, killing the knights in case you're worried, or simply spreading out, that way there's always someone to revive you. One final tip I can give you is to stop shooting at the boss when he raises his shield, because if you don't, he will keep on shielding himself, blocking all your shots. So as soon as he raises his shield, take a break until he lowers it back down. And that is all you need to know about the Lake of Shadows Grandmaster. If you enjoyed the guide, then remember to like and subscribe. I hope you find this useful and have a wonderful rest of your day.